Hello everyone, welcome to our coffee morning. I suppose that many of us have experienced a whirlwind of novel experiences in the past year that has been quite unlike anything we've ever experienced before. While quite understandably we relate these to our own lives, how they've been forcing changes on us and how we behave. Many of those things that we previously took for granted have been rudely taken away from us. Holidays cancelled, and even missing out on casual trips to the shops in neighbouring towns have narrowed our lives. Visits to and from friends and family have been agonisingly constrained. For those of us in employment, working from home or furloughed, changes have been a mixed blessing. But for many, life has continued much as before, even though conditions have changed hugely. Heroes and heroines there. Because the cause of all this disruption has been the pandemic, we look to the people who deal with our health issues, and it goes without saying that they count amongst our greatest heroes and heroines. There are also those who continue to make our lives as normal as possible. These are the folk who keep our lights on and our water and gas and electricity functioning. And they drive the lorries that replenish the shops. They are continuing to work together, taking constantly the precautions that we find a hindrance and inconvenience, like wearing a mask to go into a shop. Many of them are doing a magnificent job, and I don't use that word lightly. Our postman is wearing a mask. This does little to protect him, but maybe he's protecting me or you. And the same applies to so many others whose jobs bring them in close contact and proximity to others, while observing these distancing rules. But what about those we deal with remotely? For many of us, this has meant learning new skills necessary to come to grips with technology. For some, this has proved to be problematic because they don't have the kit or the desire to learn the new skills. This is when we rely on the telephone and those on the other end. Yes, I know that the infuriating instructions to press the button for a particular service is frustrating, as is the advice to look for help in their website. But when or if we get to a human, we must remember that they are there to help us too. These days, many of them will be working from home rather than at a call centre and having problems that I can't imagine because of that. But they're also doing their best under difficult conditions and deserve our thanks for that. There are thousands of people who must also have to deal face to face, observing all the restricted contact rules, teachers and frontline education staff, retail workers behind the tills and counters, public transport workers and police and emergency services, the refuse collectors, without whom our lives would be a mess. And you could name many, many more. The self-employed service providers who don't get state support if they can't work keep many of our vital services running. One day, soon I hope, we'll be putting all this behind us and return to something like the world as we know it, and be thankful to all those heroic souls who retain their goodwill and good humour and professionalism in these strange times. I cannot believe that I'm so excited about having a stranger stick a needle in me. Strange times indeed. Enjoy your cake and coffee, and don't forget, phone a friend.